Hello, Chris and Susan. This is a screencast on behalf of Sylvain and myself, Tom, to introduce you to the work that Sylvain, in coordination with our team, has been doing in the past weeks. Basically, to come up with a prototype on how we see the training package, on the policy guide, on collective bargaining that we have discussed in the beginning of July. So what I would like to do in this very short presentation is to give you a glance of the ideas that we have been working with and also to request your feedback so that at initial stages of the development you're involved and we can adjust based on your feedback. So the training package, as we said, will be hosted on our eCampus, and this is basically the page that you get when you enter it. And let me explain you the different sections that we have foreseen. Of course, there would be an introduction about the training package, which is already out there, more about the methodology that we have foreseen for the training package, the target groups that we still need to elaborate further on, a reference, of course, towards the guide based upon which the training is constructed, and then also, of course, the whole team description in which we still need to integrate your bios and pictures. So that as a kind of an introduction message, we would really welcome here to not just stick with text, but probably record a video in which one of you basically introduces the training package in a more, let's say, personal way, as this connects better. Then we have at the right side a kind of vertical navigation based on the 8 chapters, and that's how the package is structured. If you would click on one of the chapters, you would immediately be geared towards a section, and that is always divided in three or four sections. The first section is the presentation, where trainers can download a PowerPoint or another presentation with the content which is related to the respective chapter. You can also see that they can download the entire chapter, and then basically what they need to do is to further navigate on the activities, and the activities are actually the training sessions for each level, because sometimes there's an easy level, which would I say an introduction level for target audience who are relatively new to the topic. There are also moderate levels and in some cases also advanced levels. So in the easy level you will have one or two activities that are quite easy to integrate, which do not require a lot of experience both from the target audience and from the trainer. These are fact sheets on how a training session is conducted. So what you need to do is you have to click on it and it automatically downloads the session in a PDF file, which can be printed out and it can be brought to the training session. These are usually very short, practical, very pragmatic 3-pagers which describe the activity in detail. It explains what the training objectives are, gives you a glance on the target audience. It also says what kind of training materials you need to bring along, what the timing of the session would be, the level of complexity, and of course the reference towards the training guide. Also tips, what you need to bring along. These are, let's say, the training aids that are used in the session, and then in the end you have the kind of methodology. And what is nice about the methodology, it's really a phased approach that says almost minute by minute what is going to happen in the training session, what the instructions are for the facilitator, what kind of exercises need to be done, and what the trainer needs to take into account. So that's a sample, easily to be printed out and to be brought to your session. So also the same if I go to another activity model, you have here 2 additional activities that are aligned with the moderate level. So let me go back to the beginning. The idea is that we are going to do that for each of the different sessions, like for the 2nd model, 3rd model until the 8th model, always according to the same principle: presentation, chapter guide, and then a series of session sheets. So by the end we will have on the 8 different model, like a whole bunch of more or less 24, 25 different activities, which will be the core of the training package, which a trainer can use within the sample agenda that he will receive. Of course, you see that we also will do additional things. For example, at the end of the package, we want to give additional resources, and I go quickly towards that. That could be useful links, as you see here. Let's say the ILO info stories on collective bargaining, these interactive modules that can also be used as a pitch for the training session. Could be readings, could be videos, could be handouts, something which we still need to identify jointly. Also, to highlight the innovative dimension of the training package, we also would like to discuss with you how far we can go in offering additional technological options to the platform. For example, we're going to introduce training timers that they can use throughout their session. For example, people could use a voting system, an online voting system that they could use in one of the exercises. We could also introduce tablets in the entire training package. In short, the sky is the limit. What we want to do by now is creating a basic structure which is very clear, straightforward for the trainer, that he can immediately start and go to a specific training on collective bargaining, which is based on the policy guide. So that's it, more or less, in a nutshell. We will give you access to the platform so that you can actually see the first scope on the introduction and on the first modules. If you give us some feedback on how we can see the rest, we will continue to elaborate this in very close collaboration with you both, so that we have by December a fully fledged training package, online, offline, available, that can be piloted. So that's it for now.